What's going on, guys? I'm just gonna make a video for you guys talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks kind of fucked right now, to be honest. I'm looking at it on the monthly chart, and I mean we've just been losing momentum since December, nonstop. And I'm just gonna make this bigger, like this. Here we go. So there's no Ichi. So we're just rejected the top of this Moku, this cross, um, perfectly actually. It's really crazy how higher time frames will give you that perfect. If you pay attention to the higher time frames after the fact, you'll kind of find these perfect entries. And I'm just straight up gonna say, like next month, if you follow this old trend line, this red line, next month it lines us up with 4,500. And there is not a lot of support below us at all. And yeah, Bitcoin is looking kind of fucked up right now. If we switch this over to a weekly chart, we see we're in this cloud. And even when it was back here, you can look at my old videos. I always thought that we were going to break through all the clouds, and we are a couple days away from breaking into this opening outside this cloud, unless this thing pumps to 11,000, which is not. In the short term, I'm pretty much expecting a move down to these areas, and then eventually I think we can get a rally up here and test this cloud, this level, this 10,300 area, maybe even 12,000. Uh, this is how I think the move's gonna play. I might take a month or two, to be honest, but I remember last summer in crypto, it was really bearish. It was really, really bearish. We had a high of Ethereum at like 400. Bitcoin had a high of 300. And then Ethereum dropped all the way down to 120, I think it was, 140. Maybe it was even 115. I don't remember exactly. And Bitcoin dropped to 1800, which was not there, which was there. That was July 10th. It was after the July 4th holidays. And then we had the pump up there. So, yeah, I think we are. This is June 12th, June 5th, and now we're at June 5th ish. So, just to get a little bit more in depth on this, I will pull up what's basically been happening. This is a little too big. Sorry, let me get the day chart. So we had this triangle everyone was looking at, and we didn't like. I used the magnet mode, so this is like as close as it gets, and we just missed it. Somebody front run, and I think we're gonna get a clear touch of it, uh, possibly this weekend. We bounced all the way to 7,500. However, I wasn't really too impressed with the bounce volume. Uh, you see, like, I want to see something like this or something like this, and you know, this volume here was the same as when it touched 7,500. So it's been pretty average. Even on the bounce, we had average, below average volume. So usually you want to see a bump above average volume on the move up, and we didn't get that. Um, If you look at the volume on monthly basis, sorry, I'm filming this outside, so I don't know if the Wi-Fi is kind of shit. Fuck. You know what's going on with the Wi-Fi? Come on. Yeah, the router is inside the house, so I don't know if this is being a bitch right now. I apologize. So yeah, like I was saying, the volume spike was nothing out of the ordinary. So let me go to the monthly. I just want to show basically what's happening on a month-to-month basis. You know, these are monthly basis. Oh, you can actually see the month here. Wow, look at that. 620. I'm just looking at this cloud down here that's forming. It's a really thin cloud. Yikes. Um, sorry, sorry. Yeah. So this is this month's volume, and from December, January, it's declining, and to see, you know, a move from about what do we have, nine $2,000 move, declining volume. It does not look too good. I'm going to set an alert at this 50 RSI, and I'm gonna see if it causes some if it matches up to a point that I'm looking at. I'm really looking at this level I have charted 747 to yeah. So this area here, I'm really looking as my big entry because I think around this is there's a lot of people that play order blocks and gaps or whatnot, and there's a huge one here, and sorry, I'm just kind of losing my train of thought a bit. And yeah, it just doesn't look really good. If we look at Google Trends, it's the same thing. I'm sorry, I was wasting time on this site. Google Trends. And just to know, like right now we're on support, sort of. If it breaks below 20 7200, oof, it's really bad. Um, I low as shit. You know, just there's no one buying this stuff. It's so much. It's just trader volume to me. Just trader volume going back to me. And yeah, this is just kind of where I'm just letting it play out. There was a few a scenario that I was looking at, and I'll play that out right now. Like, look, this is the TTM squeeze, and basically, like at the bottom on 4 hours and 1 days, when it gets dark, when the color changes dark, you want to start scaling in your position. You know what I mean? And then you want to ride it, and then when you get the dark print over here, you want to start scaling out, right? I like this better than the MACD, to be honest. It's very similar. It's basic, and then the red dots over here are basically signaling when the range is getting really, really tight, and there's going to be a move in a direction. A lot of times just fake outs or whatnot, but basically it's when the Bollinger Bands start to move inside the Kettler bands. So the price becomes flat and then starts to move. And we had a really small bump up here for a level that everybody was talking about. Like everybody was talking about the bottom of this triangle. And sure, we didn't really clip it clean per se. And there are a lot of people that had 6,800 as the entry for it. It's just not there, man. Like it's not there. Like this over here, we were very bearish, and just because there were so many shorts open, somebody used it as an opportunity to pump the price. You know what I mean? And all these people up here, while all these people that were short were too scared to short up here. You know what I mean? And they thought that we were going to go to 1,400 next, 33,000, and yeah, the position reversed. And we've been very, very oversold, very, very oversold. And I just want to talk about like one theory here. And the theory is that, for example, if you're a big institution, for example, and this theory is kind of weird because, we have OTC market and regular stocks, they don't really have that market as available. So, you know, people can take positions and not really move the spot price. But I will say this, you have a big bounce here, right? Then you have accumulation here. Just hear me out, right? And for example, say you want to fill a $2 million order, right? Say you're trying to fill a $2 million order. If I put my $2 million order here as an example, the price might move too much. $2 million is actually too small of an amount. Um, let's go bigger. Let's go 250 million. Okay, I have a $250 million position I'm trying to fill. If I put it all here, I'm going to be paying up the ass and slippage. I'm going to move the price way too much. So I only make sure that I'm getting filled at this price, right? Now the rest of my balance, um, I might buy some more here, and then I see that my buying my buying pressure is pushing the price way too hard, right? So then what ends up happening is that you have a bunch of people that have bought here with the whales and are now looking to kind of play stops around here at break even or just below, right? Let's put just below, right? So the real opportunity then becomes uh, trying to get filled around here, because what's going to happen is that all the people that bought here and all the people that bought here are going to end up selling into your order, and you can get filled at a really good rate. And I feel like this is the kind of setup that's happening. There's just like this huge opportunity to break these levels and get massively filled. And this position could be 5,700, but seeing how we bounced, 5,700, we bounced at 6,000. So this could be an area, but also I feel like this could be the ultimate area. But I'm gonna buy here, and I will buy here for sure. If these levels don't hold, then I think we're due for a much longer bear market. but I don't think that I really think that this level can get hit and the price can really continue. And I don't want to, draw maybe too many assumptions, but if we kind of fall down into here and then we get this run up, find resistance at the 5 digit mark, and maybe we can potentially make our way back up to here. This is just a potential scenario. I just put it out there because that's just looking at the chart right now. That's what I see. But this play of a big fill is very interesting. And right now, what I'm basically looking at right here is this new downtrend from the top. I'm always redrawing these downtrends, and then I have this downtrend, the green one, and I'm basically looking for a break of both of these, a successful retest. But at the moment, 8,100 point of control is a big area. So that's my Bitcoin analysis, and you guys need to. Here's ADA too. ADA could definitely fall down here too, fall down to these levels. You guys need to be a little bit more patient and wait for these bigger moves to play itself out. If you're disciplined, if you're a good trader, there's a lot of money to be made in the short term into trading stuff. But this is definitely a market where you want to maintain stops and alerts, and most likely, I would say maintain stops if you're more of a beginner, because alerts have this way of, sometimes it happens to me, like I'll lure myself in there, and especially if I was in a position and the position was really up at some point and now it's down, you start calculating in your head how much loss you've incurred, and you try to get back closer to that loss. And a lot of times people get caught up in capitulation candles, because the capitulation candle is just so intense and so fast that the people that are on standby looking to pull the trigger, they just kind of give into it and then regret it afterwards. So yeah, that's basically it. um, Tron, I was looking at these main nets were supposed to come up and just can't get any kind of traction. This thing might fall to about 43 4 cents. I'm looking at USD values at the moment because if I'm sitting in cash, I want to move. I want to be able to move into assets that can get me out in cash as well. I don't want to sell into Bitcoin while it's going down, then from Bitcoin go into Tether. There's just too much of a big opportunity to be a little bit patient and play the USD game. Uh, EOS is just at the mercy of Bitcoin. It's kind of curving out a bit here. You know, we got to see what happens. I had a bid around this $9.08, $9.06. I really felt like we were gonna test the single digit mark because it's we just moved up from there and never tested it again. So $9.06, $8.06, and $7.04. Even $7 and 4, 8 and 4, and 9 and 4 could be too. But I'm pretty much calling the bottom in this zone here. This zone here, somewhere around here. That would give us retracement 50%, and then that could goes down to 70% retracement. There's always this gap too, but see how it goes. That's pretty much it for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna do one more thing for you guys. In this zone here, I had $10 and four. I'm looking for um, maybe on the next drop. If we do get a next drop, maybe a break of this trend, and then a move back up over it. I'll tell you guys, a lot of times these breaks and trends, these whipsaws, those are actually the best times to buy. Because when you get a whipsaw like this, that it breaks a trend line, and then it comes back into it, usually there's a huge move. Uh, when you're going up, usually when it breaks out of here and then it falls down, there's usually a massive move down. And then on the downside, when it goes down and then it breaks up, there's usually a huge upside. This is a great way for people to get filled on people that on retail traders that say, "Oh, it broke the trend line. That's it. We're fucked. We're wrecked." You know what I mean? And then a lot of selling goes into here, and then people get bought with a good rate, and then pump continues up. That's it for today. Like, subscribe, tell me what you guys think. And one more thing I just wanted to point out, I just forgot to go over it now, is this daily TTM squeeze is starting to print up. So, so I'm keeping my eye on it and see what happens from it. These reversals, this reversal is a lot stronger than the BTC one. So fuck. Yeah, the BTC one. This is the 4 hours. Sorry, the 4 hour is already reversing. That's not good. The 1 day. One day is printing up, but it could do one of these, to be honest, and it could be even an even nastier one. So keep your eye out on that. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. EOS has the strongest one, curving out. Hopefully, Bitcoin can do something and get a pump from these other coins. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any comments, put it below. Let me know. Thanks for watching my video. Talk soon. Peace.